My journey at Cisco started as a summer intern while I was in my penultimate year of university. It was a technical sales role, so I was involved in a lot of mini projects within some of the sales teams. That was like a quick taste of what working in Cisco sales was like, and the next step up from that was the sales graduate program, CSAP. So I applied and did the assessment centre for that while I was doing my internship, got in, and I started the year-long graduate programme just after I graduated from university. That was a full year of training, learning, getting really familiar with our products and our portfolio and how to sell them to our customers. And then the transition into the real world is the shadowing side of it. So I started shadowing one of our service provider teams here, and eventually I was then offered a position in that team going forward. So even in CSAP I was able to get used to that role, see what kind of work they'd be doing. And I've just recently started as a systems engineer with them. So things are continuing to progress. It's still a really safe space for me to keep learning, but now I'm actually having those important conversations with customers as well.
I joined Cisco through the degree apprenticeship program that Cisco offer when I was 18 years old. I applied through the same process while I was at school, and I joined Cisco. My experience was virtual first, but then I really wanted to get into the office, so I spoke to my manager and came in, and I was able to network with loads of different people and just kind of meet people in different roles in different areas. I did a few like marketing rotations, a few sales rotations, and a few kind of like business operation rotations, because I wasn't sure exactly what pathway I wanted to go down. But after doing one role with a partner, account manager team, it really kind of pushed me into the field of sales. But then it was like, what sales role now do you do? Because there's so many different pathways. And I really found myself looking more at a specialism because I wanted to know something that someone can go be like, we need a service sales specialist, who can we pull? So now, as of May 2023, I joined the service sales team.
I joined via the graduate program, so that was a 6-month rotation. I then graduated into a full-time role as a consulting engineer, which was really good. And since then, I have progressed onwards and gained more responsibility through the process of just being here and working with the team.
So Cisco has such a wide variety of resources to help you learn and grow. So while I was studying for my exams in CSAP, we had a whole platform dedicated just to exam topics, revision material, even practice exam questions, just training paths for various technologies. So I recently did one with the team that I'm working on now for Thousand Eyes. The resources that we have are so extensive that anything you need you can find.
There is so many opportunities for different kind of sales enablement sessions or certifications that you can do, which Cisco really do push. But also if there are any certifications that you think from outside, like kind of project management ones and stuff that you feel like Cisco don't have, you can get those and then be able to get your teams to actually help expense those as well, because Cisco do really look at how you push yourself, not only in your job, but also your personal brand. So being able to do like mentoring programs, being able to do mentorship programs, all of those things are included in that in Cisco, and it really helps to kind of develop your learning and your job as well.
There are a couple of ways. First of all is by providing us with that kind of material to develop our skills. So access to the Cisco Learning Library and access to other external sources of kind of training and opportunities that we're given access to as a result of being part of Cisco. Then there is the monetary incentive of passing our exams. So we have a couple of exams, which some of the higher level exams, which if you pass, there is a monetary incentive for that to take it and pass it and be part of that elite group. And in terms of progressing your career, stretch assignments are a really good way to take a peek at a job that you might be interested in. So you can do like I'm an engineer, so I could do like a 6-month stretch assignment in sales and I could go and be an account manager for 6 months and try it, see how it feels, and if I like it and there's a role opportunity, then there's opportunity there for you to progress, not necessarily directly upwards, but I like to say diagonally.
within our Women in Cisco network, there's the opportunity for people to shadow some of the VPs and get advice from them, especially from like a leadership standpoint.
So things like being able to have something called Sales Connect, where we have is our training enablement website that we have, where you can go on and find different trainings that you want to do. And it doesn't have to be trainings aligned to you, so you could do like a security training even if you're not in security. So those resources are all given to you when you come into Cisco. So all of that's available to you at early and career level as well.
There was always someone that was able to support me moving on to the next stage. From the summer internship, it was someone that was in CSAP and talking about their experience. They would help me, prepare for the CSAP assessment centre, help me start off preparing for those customer conversations. And then when I went into CSAP, you have, a small network of people that are there specifically just to help you. And one thing about Cisco is that no matter who you meet, they want to help you grow and learn. And anyone, if you ask them, will become that mentor person for you.
My first mentor, who is now a good friend of mine, is a person who was also relatively early in career. So they had joined 2 years, I believe-ish, 1.5 years before I joined. So they knew the struggles, or what could potentially be the struggles of joining a larger organisation in that time frame. So they were assigned as my first mentor, right, as to help me bed in. We had regular sync ups, we went out for drinks, to kind of casual settings. We had formal meetups as well. So they were a really, really good avenue to kind of bed myself in and get used to Cisco, which admittedly was quite easy, but it helped having someone along the way.
Yeah, so I've been really lucky at Cisco that I've had supportive managers, and one of my managers that I had during the apprenticeship program, she honestly is someone that I really look up to, and I'm so grateful that she was there in my journey, because I had a really hard first year when I came into Cisco, and she was there with me throughout every step of the way. And even when I joined to get this job and to kind of apply for the next stage, she literally was there with me as not just a manager, but as a friend, as someone who understood me and wanted to make sure I was okay and got where I wanted to go.
I've had technical mentors who have taken that next step. So as I'm progressing out of the early in career bracket and into the professional bracket, right, it's how do you navigate that? What are the tricks and tools that you can use as a more experienced engineer to get the best out of your customers, out of your teammates, out of the projects that you're working on? And they've been instrumental in helping me understand how to take that next step to become that much better of an engineer. You're always trying to progress and get better.